Hi, this is Too Fast here. In this video, I will show you how to turn this into this. Now in the past, I've done videos showing you how to clean and polish your headlight. The product I use is made by Meguiar's, the PlastX plastic cleaner and polish, and also the headlight protectant. That kit also came with the buffing wheel that you see here. Now it works great, but the problem is that after about 3-4 months, the haziness come back. The reason for that is because on the factory headlight, there's actually a UV protected coating on the front of the lens. When that coating is scratched and worn off, it doesn't have that protection on that headlight anymore. So that's why you get this cloudiness that you see on my headlight. Besides buffing and polishing the headlight, if it's heavily oxidized, you may want to use a product by 3M where you do wet sanding and you clean that surface up really well. But after you do all of that, you still need to protect it. So in this video, what I'm going to show you is after polishing and buffing and cleaning the headlight, I will actually spray a clear coat over the headlight. Now there are many clear coats you can buy on the market, but the one that I've chosen is made by Dupli-Color that you see right here. This is their perfect match system. This is an acrylic enamel clear coat. It also has UV protection so that it won't yellow and oxidize. So the procedure is going to be very simple and straightforward. I will use the Meguiar's PlastX cleaner and polish to take away all the haziness, and after that I'll mask off everything except the headlight, and then I'll spray this Dupli-Color perfect match clear coat on top of the headlight. Here's a closer look at one of the headlight. As you can see, there's a lot of cloudiness and dullness. So as you can see, it's looking a lot better already. Let me give you a comparison look of the one that's polished and the one that's not. I also want to show you the dirt that came off the headlight. So let me give you a little tip on how you can clean the buffing wheel so you can reuse it next time. Have some warm water in a small bucket and just put a few drops of dishwashing detergent. Now put this in here and let it soak for a couple hours. And after a few hours, go ahead and get your hand in here and rub on the surface, and then the dirt will come out. Before you paint, you need to clean and degrease the surface. Here I'll be using some rubbing alcohol and a paper towel. Now you need to mask off all the area that you don't want clear coat to get onto. You can use newspaper or plastic. Here I'll be using some paper towel. Now, if you're wondering where you can buy the Dupli-Color Perfect Match System, I got mine at O'Reilly for about $8. This is the 8-ounce can. If you don't have an O'Reilly locally in your area, you can also go on to the Dupli-Color website and find out who are their distributor for their products. Before you spray the clear coat, make sure you shake the can for at least 1 full minute, and also follow the instructions on the back because every product's a little different. What I'll do with this one is I'm going to spray 2-3 light coats followed by 1 heavy coat, and you need to wait 10 minutes in between coats. Another thing to note is that whenever you spray clear coat, never do it in cold weather, anything below 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the first coat. I'm going to wait 10 minutes and I'll apply the second coat. It's been 10 minutes and now I'm going to apply the second coat. Again, you got to shake the can. Okay, this is coat number 3. This will be the 4th coat, and I'm going to lay it down much heavier. And the way you do that is basically slow down your sweeping motion. And also you want to have a 60 to 70% overlap when you're spraying. I'm going to put down one last heavy coat. Now I'm going to pull back the tape and the paper. What I recommend is you let this dry for 2-3 days. And then now, even though it looks really good right now, if you look closely, there are orange peel. And that's pretty common with a spray can. And what I mean by orange peel, for those who don't know, is that if you look closely, there are little bumps on the surface resembling the peel of an orange. So if you want to smooth out that surface and also make it really shiny, then what you'll need to do is wet sand it. And here I have 2000 grit 3M wet or dry sandpaper. You can buy these at most automotive stores or even Walmart, they have them there. And I will be wet sanding the entire surface. After the wet sand, I'll use a polishing compound to do a final polish, and that will give you a very shiny surface. To wet sand, of course, you need water. Here I have a bucket with the sandpaper, water, and a sponge. The purpose of the sponge is to allow you to squeeze it on the surface and keep it lubricated so that you'll wash off all the material that the sandpaper is taking off so you don't clog it. With the wet sanding, go back and forth on the surface. So you're taking away the high spots. Now you want to be careful with any corners, because if you put too much pressure on the corner, you're going to basically sand down that corner a little quicker than the other surface. One thing to note with the wet sanding is don't use a lot of pressure, because you'll be surprised, even though it's 2000 grit, you might think, well, it's very fine. It can take off the high spots very quickly. So just gently go back and forth, make sure it's wet, rinse the sandpaper every once in a while so it's clean, and then you'll see the surface will be very smooth. The next step is to use a polishing compound and buff the surface. Now there are different brands out there. This one I have here is Turtle Wax. You can get Meguiar if you want, and all you have to do is apply this onto a cotton towel and just buff this until it's all shiny. So here you can see it's really shiny and smooth now. So let me give you a closer look. Looks brand new now. I just finished polishing the other side. The last step you need to do is wait 30 days and apply good wax over the headlight, something like this Meguiar's Cornoba wax, and that will help seal the clear coat and give it an extra layer of protection. To apply it, the same as polishing the headlight, just get yourself a 100% cotton cloth and buff it onto the surface. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video on restoring your headlight. And as you can see, it's a project that anybody can do at home on a weekend. And through some trial of my own, I realized you really need to use that clear coat to seal that headlight. I mean, there are many systems you can buy on the market that'll buff it out and sand it and polish it. But if the ultraviolet coating on your headlight is gone in about 3-4 months, the oxidation is going to come right back. So this is the best method to restore your headlight. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave in the comment section. And don't forget to click on the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.